Xbox Game Pass Ultimate Cloud Gaming has touchscreen controls now? So you don't need the Razer Kishi anymore? Well, before we get into testing the Xbox Game Pass touchscreen controls, I'd like to say don't forget to let me spend my money so you don't waste yours by hitting that subscribe button, and to keep informed of real authentic gaming content being uploaded to the We Deem channel, click the little bell. So Xbox Game Pass Ultimate Cloud Gaming has touchscreen controls, but trust me when I say this, you're gonna want to keep your Razer Kishi. But if you leave home without it, touchscreen controls are an option now. I want to keep this short and sweet, so let's just test a few games to get a feel for what Xbox Game Pass is like with onboard Android touchscreen controls. Alright, the first game I want to test is a platformer, and that's Dead Cells, and this is where I think the touchscreen controls on Xbox Game Pass is going to function the best. With each game, it looks like sometimes the controls are obviously different. They're not all the same across the board. Like on Dead Cell, you have this sort of analog stick touchscreen control, and you'll see later on in Killer Instinct they actually use a D-pad. As you can see, the controls are responsive. I personally have never liked touchscreen controls. I think they're kind of annoying in my opinion. And where it will get annoying is the triggers, because even though I knew I was using touchscreen controls in some games, I found myself wanting to hit the triggers up here. But as you can see, they are extremely responsive. Although I've always hated analog like touchscreen controls, because I always find myself with my finger all the way over here on the screen. It slides, unlike an analog stick where your finger would stay in place. As you can see in Killer Instincts, the controls did change a bit here. You have a D-pad instead of that touchscreen analog stick. And over here, the action buttons have changed as well. Instead of having your triggers, your R1, R2, they just have a, I guess that would be a turbo punch and a turbo kick. I'm going to go ahead and say after playing this, touchscreen controls is definitely not something you want in a fighting game like Killer Instincts. You're going to want to control like the Razer Kishi or the GameSir X2 or even that GLAP controller I did a video on. The links will be at the top of the screen if you want to go ahead and check those out. There will be a playlist in the description down below for the top 3 controllers for Xbox Cloud Gaming. You can go ahead and check that out for now. Let's see how it plays. It is playable. And as you can see, the D-pad is responsive. The controls are responsive. Kind of hard to get a combo off using the touchscreen controls. And then there are some games that don't even support the touchscreen controls, and that's Gears of War 5 it looks like. It's asking for it to connect the controller. I can go ahead and hit continue anyway. We'll see if the touchscreen controls come up, and they don't. And here we go. We got Doom Eternal, and that doesn't work as well. It seems like all your FPS games aren't going to work, so you're going to end up needing a Bluetooth or Type-C controller such as the Razer Kishi or the GameSir X2. I'd imagine in the future that there's going to be an update, because seeing where the controls are different in different games, it just might not be programmed for this specific game. The touchscreen controls didn't work on Forza 7 either. But never fear, I have my Razer Kishi here. That was really lame. Look at that. Not even Ori worked, but it's a platformer. Well, it's that time again. Final thoughts on the touchscreen controls on Xbox Cloud Gaming, Xbox Game Pass. Don't ditch your Razer Kishi just yet. Don't decide not to pick up a mobile controller. because as you can see throughout the video, most of the games you probably want to play, it does not work. It worked on Dead Cell, it worked on Killer Instinct, and I thought maybe it was only going to function on platformers and fighting games, but it seemed like it didn't even work on Ori, which is a platformer. So these controls are only programmed for specific games. Now granted, this is in beta, and as time goes on, they're probably gonna start adding more and more games to the touchscreen library. Personally, I never liked touchscreen controls. I think you should just stick to getting a Razer Kishi. I mean, the Razer Kishi is extremely portable. It folds up. It's not like it's gonna take up a lot of space in your pocket or your bag. If you have any questions or you know of any other games that you might have tested on Xbox Cloud Gaming with the touchscreen controls and they worked, let us know in the comments down below. Also, I'm working on that Oculus Quest 2 video, why I purchased the Oculus Quest 2 over the new gen consoles. That video will be out Sunday, so if you're interested in seeing why I decided to go VR instead of new gen, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. There also will be a full review on the Oculus Quest 2. Click the bell to keep informed. Don't forget to check out the top 3 controllers for Xbox Cloud Gaming on mobile. That link will be up at the top of the screen and in the description. There's also going to be a playlist on the GameSir X2, the Razer Kishi, and the GLAP controller in the description down below, so go ahead and check that out. If you found this video to be of some sort of value, don't forget to hit the thumbs up. If you thought this video was a waste of time, someone did better. We all knew that the touchscreen controls weren't going to be all that great, and they weren't going to function with many of the games on the Xbox Game Pass library. You can go ahead and hit that thumbs down. But if the video was valuable, you didn't even know that there were touchscreen controls on Xbox Game Pass, do consider sharing amongst friends and the rest of your social media. And as always, don't forget to let me spend my money so you don't waste yours by hitting that subscribe button.